Alright guys, this is the 2017 Pivot Switchblade 29er. After a reluctant demo of the Santa Cruz Tallboy, my eyes were opened to 29ers and how fun they can be. And after talking to Noah Sears of MRP and Pivot Cycles at his booth, I was convinced that I at least needed to try the Pivot Switchblade. Now, they were originally demoing the Switchblade in the 27 Plus setup, which is all the rage right now. And with that 27 Plus, it has a 17mm headset bottom cup to compensate for the difference between the 29 and 27 Plus. But I really wanted to try it as a 29er, and they say it rides pretty darn well with that cup as a 29er. It just kind of slackens out the head tube and the seat tube a little bit, but I don't really know how much exactly. And the geometry for the 29er setup without the cup has a 67¼ degree head tube angle and a 74¼ degree seat tube angle, which are both great. And with those relaxed out just a little bit, I still think it rode amazing. The nice thing is that you could have two wheel sets built up for this bike and essentially have two different bikes. But you've got to deal with the Pivot's Super Boost 157mm rear axle spacing, which is kind of weird. The Switchblade was spec'd with a full carbon DW link frame, full XT group set / brake set with an XTR rear mech in the mix. With a 125mm Fox transfer dropper, the Fox Float Evol factory shock providing 135mm of travel in the back, and the Fox Float 36 factory fork giving 150mm up front, this thing was dialed. Although my personal preference leans towards wanting a 150mm dropper, and if you're going to have a Fox transfer, you might as well have the shifter style remote, and this didn't. But that's a small gripe that's easily changed. But for $6,400 with aluminum rims, should you be forced to have to make those small upgrade changes? I think it's also worth mentioning that the stock DT Swiss wheel set only has an internal rim width of 25mm, where the standard is moving towards 29-30mm range for better tire profiles. But a big plus for it is that it comes stock with Maxxis Minions, DHF 2.5 front and DHR2 2.4 in the rear, although this demo had high rollers. I took the bike on a flowy loop with the tiniest amount of technical riding just to get a good feel for it. Now, I'm 5 feet 8 inches, and medium bikes usually fit me really well, and this medium Pivot Switchblade was perfect. With the 44cm reach, this thing was nice and roomy, but not too long. And with 30% sag front and back, this bike felt amazing. Super fast, really nimble, incredibly fun. I was blown away as to how the DW Link feels, giving you support, balanced traction, stiffness when you need it, and plushness when you need it. At the same time, it didn't dumb down the trail. I love just the right amount of trail feedback. And I hate it when a bike has so much squish that the bike feels dead. This bike was exactly opposite. It was so alive. And for a 29er with its 428mm chainstays, it was plenty flickable. This was probably the most fun I've ever had on a 29er, and it just fit perfect. I almost forgot about the bike I was riding and just focused on having fun. They pinned this bike as being right in between enduro and trail, and I would put it right there as well, and I'm pretty sure this bike could take 100% of what I could ever throw at it. I will have to say that this is by far my favorite bike, but it's also the price of two bikes in my price range, $6,400. It'd be nice to have aluminum build options with entry-level group sets, especially since I think that $3,000 range is such an important range to have a bike available in. It's a relatively serious entry-level price, or I might even call it intermediate level price. And come on, better color schemes, please. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more demo reviews and first impressions as I try to make a decision on what bike to buy.
Yeah.